I noticed that the rig is broken. If you look at his eye joint when I bend this, it's not connected to the skeleton, so the joint hangs back there. So I thought we should take a few steps back before we go forward. So I'm going to do pose, reset. I'll select all the surfaces, all objects off, surfaces, select the surfaces, skin, unbind skin options, delete history, detach. And then I also noticed you had some keyframe surfaces, so I'm going to delete those keyframes, edit, delete by type channels. And then we're going to go to the advanced skeleton tool and go into the fit skeleton and delete the advanced skeleton and then build it again. Okay, now turn these objects back on. And now the eye joint is moving with the eye and all that. So now let's save a version of this. I'm just going to call this 3. Okay. And let's select all the surfaces again. And we can do the eyeballs separately. I usually like to. Whoops. I'll do those separate. And let's go into advanced skeleton and select form joints and set smooth bind options. And let's try geodesic voxel and bind skin. Okay. And let's turn this back on. It's looking pretty good. Let's check the fingers. A little bit of bulging there, but besides that, it's okay. How did this end up way off? Oh no. Let's reopen the file. Alright, I can see it's already off here. So is that the body or is that the hand that's messed up? I kind of think it must be the body because the hand is in the place of the joints. So let's just try isolating this and remirroring this. It's probably going to mess up your... I can already tell these are different. It's probably going to mess up your texture. You might have to do your UV maps again. I feel like I did this. I have a distinct memory of having this problem before and doing this in a different critique. So I'm going crazy. Yeah, because it's doing that weird. Let's just convert selection to select towards convert selection to faces. That's F11, I guess. Oops. Control F11. Okay. And let's just select the center line and just check our selection. Okay. And 0 in the X direction. and shift right mouse click, mirror options, combine with original merge, 0.001, mirror, okay. Alright, so now those should be the same. Okay, let's say this is 4. Alright, and let's all objects off, surfaces, select the surfaces, delete history, Alt Shift D, and select the form joints, and set smooth bind options, and geodesic voxel bind skin. Okay, and turn these back on. Whoops. Let's see how these are working. That looks alright. Is this working? Yeah, that looks pretty good. This, yep. That's better. Forgot I was going to do the eyes separate. That's mostly good. That's okay. Let's do the eyes. Let's see if it's got the eye listed in here. Nope. Okay. So I'll just delete history off these 2 eyes. I feel like I have a memory of doing all of this before. Oh god, are the eye joints in the wrong place? No. Why? Well, actually, that's easy to fix. Just delete that. Put the pivot point of this in the center, DX, middle mouse drag, and then let's freeze transformation. Let's delete it. Yeah. Freeze transformation, modify, freeze transformation, Control D, scale of X -1. Okay, so that's now in the right place, and let's bind these. So, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Just look for the eye, star, enter, shift click, deformation skeleton. Okay, eye right is this one, and we're going to do skin, bind skin options, and we can just use regular closest distance because it's just going to one joint anyways, and bind that. And this is the left eye, and we'll bind skin. Okay. What in the heck is going? Is he not symmetrical? Come on. He's not on the center line, is it? I don't even know what to go back to now. I just want to see if it's like that in the original file. Yep. The head's not centered. Let's go back to number 3, I think. This is before I bound it, right? Yeah, good. Okay, so let's center the head. Just make sure it's like D and V, middle mouse, snap it to there or something, and then, whoops, then I'll click on that axis and hold down X and middle mouse drag, and it's centered now. Okay, but now let's deal with the eyeballs and the fit skeleton. So yeah, both eyeballs are just in the wrong place, as are the hair and the eyebrows. Okay. So maybe what we should do actually is, let's unisolate this. I think this eyeball is probably in the wrong place anyway, so I'm going to delete that one. But what happens if I select these things and select this one last, and then hold down X and middle mouse drag? So that doesn't work. Okay. Why doesn't that work? I guess I'll just kind of eyeball it. Oh, he's not symmetrical either. Oh, that's just the hair. Okay. I'm just zooming way in. Just middle mouse dragging. Okay, so that should be pretty much centered correctly. Now let's say this is 5, I guess. Now the eye joint's in the wrong place. And the eyeball's in the wrong place. So let's freeze transformation on this, and let's put it in the center. Hold down D and X, middle mouse drag, Control D, -1 in the X direction. Okay, alright, let's save this file. Let's go back to this and go back to toggle fit skeleton and delete advanced skeleton. And now let's get the eye joint in the correct spot. Let's just make sure we center pivot here, modify center pivot, and select the eyeball, select the joint, constrain point options, turn off maintain offset add, and then edit delete by type constraints, delete by type constraints. Okay, so now the eye joint is in the correct spot, the eyeball's in the correct spot. Let's save the scene again. Okay. And let's build the advanced skeleton again. Okay, and let's say this is 6. Should be naming these. And let's select the surfaces, all objects off surfaces, and go into advanced skeleton. And select form joint, set smooth bind options, use ethnic voxel, bind skin. Turn everything back on again, and let's just check these. Yeah, these are moving okay. Come on, why? Did I have it on geodesic voxel? Um, I don't know what happened there. So let's try again. Select form joints. Set smooth bind options. I'm just gonna double the resolution of that. It might take a little longer. A lot longer. Okay, and let's see. Let's turn these back on. Come on. Okay, I don't know why. I swear I did this before and it worked fine. Let's delete history off those. Let's do one at a time. Select form joints, set smooth line options. Geodesic voxel, let's just leave it at 256. Bind skin. Okay, and then this one, select form joints, smooth bind options, geodesic voxel, bind skin. Okay, that's better. Okay, the hand. It's worse. Why is everything worse? That's terrible. So let's select this, select form joints, let's smooth bind options, let's try heat map this time. Okay, let's just make sure we delete history, or let's just unbind it, skin, unbind skin. Okay, and select form joints, smooth line options, heat map. Okay. Ugh. Oh, this is off again now. Okay, let's reopen this file. I guess I went back to a version when I fixed the head that the shirt mirroring wasn't done. Yeah. Is this centered at least? And this weird selection problem again. Great. Control F11, delete. Select these vertices. I think we've already checked this. That's fine, but you know, it's always a good idea to make sure those are centered. Shift right mouse click, mirror, delete history, Alt Shift D, unhide. Okay, let's save this as 7. Just delete history just to double check. Alt Shift D, select the form joint, set smooth bind options. Let's try this again. Oh, this time it worked. Interesting. Okay, and how about the fingers? Oh, that's looking better. Okay, wrist. Right, shoulder. Okay, I'm assuming the head's going to be messed up, and it is. So let's do that. And let's get this and this and this and isolate those and get the verts of those and component mode, select that, but well, let's deselect the neck, just double clicking there, control double clicking, maybe lose this, oops. Probably this, maybe these. Okay, but the rest I'll just weight 100% of the head, paint, skin cluster weights, double click, head underscore M, replace with a value of 1, flood, okay. And let's just do smooth once, flood, okay. And let's do the eyes, because surely they're not working right. Delete history on these. Hold Shift D. Close this. Outliner. Eyes. Star. What? Okay, shift click. Here's the deformation system. This is his right eye. So right eye, control click right eye. Skin, bind skin options. Just reset this, but choose selected joints we want. Bind, and there's his surface of his left eye, bind skin, okay. Now the head is working, yeah, so looks pretty good now. I'll save this as 8. Yeah, let me know if you have any problem with that.